theta. A
Sir,
minus
alpha is tan inverse of alpha is theta by 2, sir.
alpha is theta by 2.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Alpha tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by your a minus b into your cos theta part of relation. So this will become for me how much? This one is also a into your sin theta divided by your a minus a into your cos
No,
theta.
sir. Alpha is cot theta. Sorry.
Okay. A into sin theta divided by your a into 1 minus of your cos theta. A and a gets cancelled. So this one is nothing but sin by 1 minus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta can be written as of your 2 sin square theta by 2. Just now I told you. This one is a 2 sin square theta by 2. Sin theta can be written as right now for me 2 sin theta by 2. This one is 2 sin theta by 2 into your cos theta by 2. Cos theta by 2. So that one is nothing but of your 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2. So if I simplify this one, 1 sin theta by 2, 1 sin theta by 2 gets cancelled. This 2 also gets cancelled. This one and this square will get cancelled for me. Cos by sin is nothing but of your 1 by tan. That is nothing but of your cot. So this value is equal to how much for me? Your cot theta by 2. Cot theta by 2 can I write in terms of your tan beta? So I'm writing here right now. See here, tan alpha is equals to. Can I write the cot in terms of tan? How much it will be?
1 by tan theta by 2.
So this one is a tan 90 minus theta by 2. Can I write? So tan gets cancelled. So alpha is equals to 90 minus theta by 2. Clear? Tan alpha is cot theta by 2 beta. Cot theta is nothing but tan 90 minus theta. Tan 90 minus theta is your cot theta. So tan gets cancelled. So alpha is equals to your 90 minus theta by 2. So I hope you're clear with this one. Sure. So can I rub it? Please take a screenshot of this one better faster. We'll try to go for the next concept. If anyone is having the doubts, you please raise your hand. Okay. Sure. Next side heading, maximum and minimum values of resultant. Next constant. Next side heading better. Next concept. Maximum and minimum values. Maximum and minimum values of the resultant. Maximum and minimum values of the resultant part of relation. Now see here, let A bar and B bar be two vectors. The resultant of the any vector will be equal to how much beta? Right now for the maximum, if I am writing for the given condition, it will be over 90 degrees and as well as of a given. Now resultant vector is how much for me? R is equals to under root of your A square plus B square plus 2AB into your cos theta. Now for the maximum value and minimum value. This will become maximum when cos theta value is maxima. Cos theta value is maxima when it is 1. It is becoming minima. It is becoming minima when cos theta value is negative. This one is nothing but of your maxima. That means R max value will be equal to your cos theta value is 1 under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB. So this will become for me A plus of your B. So maximum value is nothing but of your A plus B and minimum value for the given condition. That means theta should be equal to how much for me? 0. For this one, theta must be equal to your 0 degrees. For the minimum value, if I am taking theta is nothing but -1, that means theta should be equal to your 180 degrees. 180 degrees. It means R value will become for me minima. R minima is equals to cos theta value. If I take here minus, this will become for me your A minus of your B part of relation. So maximum and minimum values of the resultant is A plus B and as well as of your A minus B. Very important one beta. Maximum and minimum values of the resultant is maximum value is nothing but of your A plus B and minimum value is nothing but of your A minus of your B part of the relation. Take one question, you will get an idea how the questions will be framed on this one beta. Read a question with your options right now. Can the resultant of two vectors can the resultant of two vectors 8 units and 4 units 8 units and 4 units, can the resultant of two vectors 8 units and 4 units be equal to I'm giving the options for this one. First option is nothing but of your 2 units. Second option is your 4 units. Third option is right now for me 10 units. And fourth option for me is your 12 units. And fifth option for me is 16 units. Can the resultant of two vectors, that is 8 unit and 4 units, 8 unit and 4 units, be equal to what? Is it equal to 2 units? Is it equal to 4 units? Is it equal to 10 units? Or
Sir,
12
only 12
units or
and
16
4.
units?
Only 12 and 4.
Huh?
Only 12 and 4. 8 minus 4 and 8 plus 4.
So what will be the answer? It is multiple options, beta. You can make me multiple options as an answers.
It's option B and option D.
Option B and option D. That's it. One student is giving me the option B. One student is giving me option 12.
Sir,
Both, sir.
option C can be also
C, yeah, exactly. C can also be the answer.
because it lies between 4 and 12. Sir.
Exactly. So that is a condition. R max value is equal to how much beta? A plus B. R max value is nothing but of your 8 plus of your 4. That is nothing but of your 12.
12.
And minimum value is R minima value is nothing but of your 8 minus 4. That is nothing but 4. Any number which is lying in between can be the resultant of that one. It can be either 4, it can be either 12, it can be either 10 also. Like say in options, if we might have been given here, like say for example 3, and here if we might have been given 15, then your answer might have been how much for me? 10 units. Got it?
Sir.
Let us try to give you one more question, see whether you can do it or not. I have sent you the S.C. Verma book. Have you started reading it? Okay, chalo. Take the next question. The maximum and minimum values of resultant. The maximum and minimum values of resultant. The maximum and minimum values of resultant of two vectors are 10 units and 2 units. 10 units and 2 units. 10 units and 2 units. Then calculate the numerical value of individual vectors. Calculate the numerical values of individual vectors. One word answer. Tell me what will be the answer for this one.
6 and
6
4.
and 4.
Very good. 6 and 4. Done. So can I go for the next concept now? Can I go for the next concept?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. So I'm not writing the answer. C max is 4, C minima is 2. Solve equation, you will get the answer for that one. Clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Take the next heading right now. Next concept. That is unit vector. Unit vector. We know already what exactly is a vector. Now we are adding a word for that one, unit. Unit means the vector whose magnitude is equal to 1. The magnitude is equal to 1 is called as your unit vector. So a vector having a magnitude, a vector having magnitude equal to 1 or unit or 1 unit. A vector having a magnitude equal to unit or unity, I can say right now, equal to unity is called unit vector. Unit vector. That means any vector whose magnitude is equals to 1, is called as of your unit vector. If R bar is a unit vector, example, if R bar is a unit vector, If r bar is a unit vector, then actually I mean to say what? Then magnitude of the r bar is taken as of your 1 for the calculations. Magnitude of the r is been taken as of your how much for me? 1 as your 1 for your calculation purpose. Isn't it? So now, what is a unit vector? A vector having a magnitude equal to unity is called a unit vector. If r bar is a unit vector, then mod of your r bar is equals to your 1. A unit vector is generally represented by a unit vector. A unit vector is generally represented by the placing symbol like say cap or maybe your hat, we can say represented by placing a symbol like this, a V shape, or we can say caret shape part of or reverse of your V part. A unit vector is generally represented by a placing a symbol. This is the symbol beta. This is a symbol like reverse of your V, or say we can say inverted V part of relation, or we can say it is in a caret type of your symbol part of relation, isn't it? Like along x-axis, because generally unit vector, if I'm taking the coordinates, this is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate, and this one is your z coordinate. So if the vector is along your x-axis, this is represented by your I cap. If it is along your y direction, this is represented by your j cap. And if it is represented by your z, what you call z axis, that is represented by your k cap. Angle between them is how much? Always 90 degrees. Angle between them is also how much? 90 degrees. Angle between this one is also how much? 90 degrees. So they are also called as of your what? Orthogonal unit vectors. Orthogonal unit vectors. Why? They are also called as orthogonal unit vectors because angle between I and j is 90. Angle between j and z is also 90. Angle between z and x is also 90. So angle between I and j, j and k, k and I is 90. So they are also called as of your orthogonal unit vectors of the given condition. That means magnitude of your I vector is equals to magnitude of your j vector is equals to magnitude of a k vector is equals to 1. So I hope you got an idea how a unit vector is represented. If it is represented along x-axis, it is represented by I cap. If it is represented along y-axis, it is represented by j cap. If it is represented along z-axis, it is represented by your k cap. Angle between them is 90, so they are called as of your orthogonal unit vectors part of relation.
Sir, we should use only IJK, or we can use any letter.
No. We have to use only IJK. That is a tradition for your complete understanding of a physics. Unit vector in x-axis. I means we should always understand that it is in x-axis. J means it should always be understood that it should be on y-axis. And Z means K cap means it should always be understood it should be your z-axis. Unless and until he give any other data in the problem. Otherwise, 99.99% every time we'll take these cases, unless and until if there is any rotation of a problem or for confusing if he's giving anything, that will be clearly mentioned in the numerical part of relation. Otherwise, for doing the problems, x-axis is always I, y-axis is always j, and z-axis is always k. That is permanent beta. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, once explain orthogonal unit, sir.
Orthogonal unit vector is nothing but beta. Orthogonal means 90. Orthogonal means 90. Angle between I and j is how much? 90.
90.
So I and j are called as what? Orthogonal. If someone is asking what are the orthogonal unit vectors, I and j is a orthogonal vector. J and k is a orthogonal vector. K and I are also known as orthogonal vectors. The vector in which the angle between two vectors is 90 degrees, they are called as of your orthogonal vectors.
Okay, sir.
Okay, chalo. I'll give you one example. Let's see how far you understood the unit vector. So we'll get a clarity how the problems will be asked in this one. So take one problem there, beta. I'm giving you with the help of a diagram. So we'll get a much clarity in this one basically. So the vector given for me, represent the following vectors in terms of represent the following vectors. Represent the following vectors in terms of unit vectors. In terms of unit vectors. In terms of unit vectors along coordinate axis. Along coordinate axis. So this is a coordinate axis given for me. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. This is minus x, and this one is minus y. The first question says for me, question number 1 in this one. You write it out. A bar is equals to 2 units due east. A bar is equals to 2 units due east. Second one. B bar is equals to 3 units due north. 3 units due north. And third question is C bar is equals to your 4 units due west. And fourth one is D bar is equals to 5 units due south. Tell me the answer. How do you write this one in the unit vectors? Represent the following vectors in terms of unit vectors along the coordinate axis. A bar is equals to 2 units due east. Got the answers? Someone is charting here. Now it is clear. Okay. Represent the following vectors in terms of unit vectors. A bar is equal to 2 units due east. Unit vector means it should be represented in which direction, beta? A bar is equals to this nothing but 2 unit due to what direction? East. You know this one is nothing but east. This one is west. This one is north, and this one is south. East direction means along x-axis. X-axis we always represented by what? I cap. There is A bar is equals to 2 times of your I cap. Isn't it? So this one you see. This one is your A bar. This one is magnitude. So that is the reason I'm writing it as of your A bar part affiliation. Then it is also represented by your U into your A cap. That means unit vector. No, see. A bar is equal. So first question, A bar is equals to 2 units due east. So 2 is nothing but what? Magnitude. So 2 is nothing but magnitude. So this is a magnitude. That is the reason I have written as A. And I cap is nothing but direction. What type of direction? Unit vector direction. So it is U, unit vector of your A, and cap. So this is your unit vector. This is nothing but of your unit vector. This one is your unit vector. This one is nothing but of your magnitude. And this one is your vector. This one is your vector part affiliation. This is the way how a vector is being represented. This is a general condition you try to remember for the given condition. Any unit vector is represented. A vector is equals to magnitude and the unit vector. That means unit vector UA will be equal to how much for me? A bar by mod of your A. Can I write like this? Unit vector is equals to A bar by mod of your A. Unit vector is equals to how much for me? A bar by mod of your A. Okay, I'll tell you this one in detail in the next class, in next session. You just tell me the answers for this one. So don't get confused here with this one. Okay, first you tell me with the directions part affiliation. So for the first question, the answer is how much for me? A is equals to how much for me? A is equals to your A is equals to 2i. B is how much for me? 3 units due north. North means right now B bar is equals to how much for me? 3j.
3j.
Third cap C bar is equals to 4
K cap.
K4.
West direction. If this is plus x, this is minus x.
Minus I cap.
Minus.
Minus I cap. Very good. This one is minus I cap. So answer is minus 4i. Minus 4i. Fourth one. D bar is equals to
minus 5.
Unit vector south. South means opposite of your north.
Minus 5j cap.
J cap. So answer is minus 5j cap. So I hope you got an idea how to represent a vector. Clear? Okay, chalo. I'm rubbing this one. Take the next Saturday. Representation of a vector. Representation of a vector. Representation of a vector in terms of unit vector. In terms of unit vector along the unit vector itself. Along the vector itself. This is the heading. Representation of a vector in terms of unit vector along the vector itself. Along the vector itself. Now, how do you represent a vector, beta? If this is a vector A bar, a vector is represented by the tail and head, and as well as of your magnitude. A vector can be specified in magnitude and direction both if it is written in the way part like the given condition right now. So what is that arrow mark represents for me, beta? Direction. Arrow mark represents me what for me? Direction for that one. So U is will be a unit vector in the given condition. So direction of this one is represented in this one. So direction of this one I am representing by your U cap of what? A bar. U cap is nothing but of what? Direction. U cap. This is a vector A bar. So I'm writing here right now the condition right now. The given vector A bar is equals to, given vector A bar must be equal to, it represents its magnitude, and also the direction. Direction of this one is in this direction as per the arrow. So it is nothing but of your unit vector of your A cap. So this is the way how do we represent a unit vector. How do you represent a unit vector per definition? So unit vector along A bar will be written as per beta. Unit vector along A bar is written as, this is unit vector. So unit vector of your A is your A bar divided of your A. So this is the unit vector formula. So unit vector is equals to your A bar divided by mod of your A is the representation of that one. The significance of unit vector lies in the representing the direction of a vector beta for this one. So how do you represent a vector? Like say if someone is telling this is a vector and direction is also given for me. So direction is in the arrow mark. So that direction I have represented here. This arrow mark is not a vector. This arrow mark is representing direction, and this will represent me the magnitude. So U is nothing but unit. Unit of what? A. Unit vector, you know, it is represented by cap. It is represented by cap. So this is representing the direction. This is representing the vector. So A bar is equals to magnitude of the vector into unit vector into its unit. That means direction. That will give me the vector. So unit vector along A bar means, this means U. Unit vector along A bar is equals to A bar by your mod of your A. Clear? Clear for everyone? So I'll tell you once again. No response. Have you understood?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Give an example. Why so dull? Breakfast cheyaleda? Chalo. If I given a unit vector, R bar is equals to AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap. How do you write its unit vector beta? R cap is equals to R bar by mod of your R. Mod of your R. R bar is equals to AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap divided by magnitude. Magnitude of this one means under root of your AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. Because I is a unit vector 1, magnitude of that one is nothing but 1 because we are taking magnitude. Magnitude of that one is under root of your AX square plus of your AY square plus AZ square. So if vector is given like this for me, and if it's asking to calculate its unit vector, then R cap is equals to R bar by mod of your R. R bar is AX I cap, AY j cap, AZ k cap. Magnitude of this one is under root of your AX square, AY square, and AZ square. Clear for everyone? Clear? Sure. Going for next one. Let us try to do some examples. We'll get a clarity how we are representing this one. Take a question better. Find the magnitude and direction of the following vectors. Find the magnitude and directions of following vectors. Find the magnitude and the direction of following vectors. First question is A bar is equals to your 3i cap plus 4j cap. 3i cap plus 4j cap. Second question is B bar is equals to minus 2i plus minus 2i plus 2 root 3 j cap. 2 root 3 j cap. And third question is right now for me. C bar is equals to minus 2i minus 2j. C bar is equals to minus 2i minus of 2j. And the fourth vector is for me d bar. So d bar is equals to your d bar is equals to root 3. This one is root 3 I cap, root 3 I cap minus j cap, minus j. Find the magnitude and direction of the following vectors. I'll tell you the one, the remaining you try to do it out better. Is the board clear, beta?
No, sir.
Board is a little bit blurred,
Yes,
huh?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now?
Now it's okay.
Chalo. I'll tell you the first question. The remaining 2, 3 questions, second, third, and fourth, will you try it? Okay, chalo. I'll do the first one, you see. First one. This is a vector. A bar is equals to 3i cap plus 4j cap. 3i cap means in which direction, beta?
X,
X axis. J cap means
I.
y. So I'm writing in terms of coordinate. So this one is 3i cap. This one is your 4j cap. So the magnitude of this one is, this is a vector. This is nothing but a bar and it is making an angle of your theta. Therefore, a bar is equals to 3i because that means it means what? A bar is equals to, this is x coordinate. So this one is ax I cap and this one is y coordinate. So this one is ay j cap. Can I write like this? A vector, if I resolve it along x-axis, ax, if I resolve it along y-axis, ay, like resolving of a vector, I told you, splitting of a vector. This vector A can be split along x-axis and y-axis. So this will be equal to how much for me? This is a vector along your x-axis and this is a vector along your y-axis. So A bar is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap. Ax value is given how much for me? 3i. Ay value is given for me how much? 4 j cap by definition. So that is the value of this one. Is asking to calculate the magnitude. Magnitude means mod of your A is equals to under root of your 3 square plus of your 4 square. So it is equals to under root of 3 square 9 plus 4 square is nothing but 16. That is root 25. That will be equal to 5 units. So magnitude of this one is equals to 5 units for that one. And direction will be equal to how much better? Direction is
3i cap.
tan theta. Tan theta is equals to your ay by your x. Ay is how much for me? 4. J cap. J is nothing but a 1. X is nothing but how much for me? 3. So tan theta is equals to 4 by 3. That means theta is equals to your tan inverse of 4 by 3. You know the value of 4 by 3 is how much better?
$1.33.
In degrees, in degrees. This is a magic triangle, 37. This will be 90. This will be how much? 53. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Now tell me.
Tan 37.
Tan. Sorry, this you take 3 better. Magic triangle. No, sorry. This one is a 3. This one is 4. Sorry. This is standard triangle, but you try to remember every time. This is 90, 37, 53, 3, 4, and 5.
7.
Tan theta 4 by 3. 4 by 3 means
37 degrees. 37 degrees.
37, huh?
Yes, sir.
$53, sir.
53 degrees, sir.
Oh, 50 degrees.
53 kada.
Sir.
Ante kada. 4 by 3 I have taken right now here. So this will be equal to how much for me? 53. That means theta is equals to 53 degrees. Theta is equals to 53 degrees. So can you do the second, third, and fourth ones? Come on, try to do it out. Find the magnitude and direction.
Magnitude is 4 units.
Very good. Magnitude is 4 units. Angle. Don't make the
Angle
mistake.
is 120.
Very good. Angle is 120. Excellent. Second question. With the vector diagram, we need to draw it out better. Second question right now, see here. Roughly, I'm doing it out. This is the vector. This is your x-axis. This one is your y-axis. B is minus 2i. That means this is minus 2i. This one is 2 root 3. 2 root 3 j cap. That means resultant will be this one. So this will be the vector b bar. And this is your b cap right now. So this one will also be equal to how much for me? 2 root 3 j cap. This one is making an angle of alpha. This one is minus of your 2i cap. This is minus of your 2i cap. Magnitude of this one is given for me how much? Mod of your b is equals to under root of your 2 square plus 2 root 3 ka whole square. You simplify this one, see how much I'm getting right now for that one. So that will become for me, this one is 2 square, that is nothing but of your 4 plus root 3, that is nothing but of your 12. So this will become for me how much right now? 12. So that will become for me 4 units. Clear? Alpha value is how much better from the figure? Tan alpha is equals to 2 root 3 divided by 2. This 2 gets cancelled right now. So this one is nothing but of your root 3. So alpha value is at root 3. We always take in the trigonometry always from your x-axis. So this is your theta. So right now if I'm taking the angle with your x-axis. So with x-axis it will be equal to how much for me? 180 minus.
90 minus.
This one is 60 degrees. Theta is equals to 60 degrees. So that will become how much for me? 120 degrees with x-axis. With positive x-axis. Clear? Tan alpha is root 3. So alpha is equal to how much for me? 60 degrees. With x-axis, we need to tell the answer every time. So this one is 120 degrees with your x-axis. Fourth one.
So third one answer, magnitude is 2 root 2.
Very good.
Angle is 225 degrees.
Excellent. Very good, beta. Third one and fourth one, you try it out. Third one, anyhow, the student has given the answer. In the same way, you try to do the fourth one. Done? Do I need to do the third one? Do I need to do third one? Third one cheyala vada? Third one rough diagram draw chestanu chudandi. I'll try to draw the diagram. This one is minus 2i. Minus 2i means here. Plus 2 root 3. Plus 2 root 3 j cap. That means this one is 2 root, sorry. Minus 2i. Third one now. Minus 2j. This one is minus 2j. So this will be the vector right now. This will be the vector for definition. So angle made by that one is nothing but how much for me? Alpha. With respect to first vector. So this is your first vector. So this one is your alpha. Magnitude of the vector. Magnitude of C is equals to under root of your 2 square plus 2 square. 2 square plus of your 2 square. So the answer for that one comes out for me how much? 2 root 2. 2 root 2 units. Alpha value is how much better? Tan alpha is equals to, if I resolve this one right now. Tan alpha is equals to 2 by 2. That is nothing but 1. So alpha is equal to how much for me? 45 degrees.
45
With positive x-axis, we need the angle. So with positive x-axis means from here we need to get this angle. So this will be 180 plus alpha. Alpha value is 45. That will be equal to how much for me? 225. Isn't it? So answer is how much? 225 with the positive x-axis. Fourth one, Japandi.
Fourth
So
one,
result
Sir, magnitude is 2.
2.
Angle
Angle
is
is 330.
180 plus 30.
Very good. Clear? Inka, have you started doing that Hesi Verma beta? Anyone?
Sir, we didn't receive it. I didn't
Okay.
receive.
Okay. I already sent it to the Durga Prasad sir and RK sir also. Maybe today they will be sending you. I'll try to tell you what to do in that one. Don't try to be in hurry to read each and everything, because we are going little bit slow, so that you can understand the vectors first in detail. Once we understand the vectors detail and you understand, you catch up with our pace, then from the coming chapters we can make it little bit of your faster part. So don't be in hurry to do a lot number of things. Just short interval of your time right now. Okay, I'll tell you while doing in Hesse Verma what to do and what not to do. But before that, you try to complete the vectors with me. Maybe by tomorrow we'll try to keep the full stop for the vectors part of relation. Then we'll go for the numericals from your Hesse Verma on Sunday, or maybe tomorrow or today evening. I'll try to ask the management to give you the Hesse Verma PDF file so that you can read out from the page numbers, whichever I told you for you, and try to do the solved examples first, then exercise, then objective questions from the Hesse Verma. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we have still the resolution of vectors of part relation. Do we have time? Shall I give you one question? Will you do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo. You know resolving of the vector, na? Everyone. Resolving of vectors, acha or ada? Do you know the resolving of vectors? No answer. Okay. Now write the question better. Find the components of the following vectors. Find the components of following vectors. Find the components of following vectors. Given mod of your A is equals to 2 units. Mod of your A is equals to 2 units. Mod of your B is equals to 3 units. Mod of your C is equals to 1.5 unit. Mod of D is equals to 4 units. This is first question. This is second question. This is your third question. This is your fourth question. Then fifth question. Mod of your E is equals to 1 unit. Question number 6. This one is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth one is nothing but how much for me? Mod of E is equals to how much for this one? Then sixth one is mod of your F. Mod of your F is equals to 2.5 units. And seventh one is mod of G bar is equals to 2 units. And eighth question is mod of your H is equals to 3 units. We need to find the components of your following vectors. See the diagram carefully. This is the vector right now for me. This is your x-axis. This is your y-axis. This one is minus x. This one is your minus y. See the vectors which have been given for you. First vector is nothing but of your a bar like this. This is the vector a bar. This is a vector a bar. The next one, this one is a b vector. This one is a b vector, making an angle of 37 degrees. Making an angle of 37 degrees. The next one is, this is a vector here right now. This one is c bar. That one is of your c bar. The next one is nothing but of your d bar. D bar is 4 units, little bit larger. So this one is of your d bar. This one is of your d bar, making an angle of your 60 degrees. This is the vector c bar. This angle is for me 60 degrees. This angle is 60 degrees. The next one is nothing but of your e bar. This is the vector e bar. This is a vector e bar. How many units for me? 1 unit. The next one is nothing but vector f bar. This is a vector f bar, making an angle of 45 degrees. This angle is also over 45 degrees. And this one is a vector g bar. This is the vector g bar. And this is the vector h bar. This is a vector h bar. And this angle here is given for me. This is a vector a bar. And this angle is given for me 30 degrees. Got the question for everyone? Find the components of following vectors. Find the components of following vectors. A vector is 2 units. It is given along x-axis. B is equals to 3 units, making an angle of 37. So what we need to write? Components. What do you mean by components, beta? Splitting of a vector into its x-axis and y-axis. Clear? tell me the answer if on this one. Do on a clean paper and try to WhatsApp on the group in which you all of them are present there. So try to give me the answer in detail for each and everything. What will be the X component of your A? What will be the Y component of your A? The same way for B, C, D, E, F, G, and as well as of your H. Okay. Got it, beta? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Take this one as a homework and try to do it and give me
Okay,
the answer in
sir.
the WhatsApp group. Okay. Sure.
Okay,
I'm leaving,
sir.
beta.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, I sent the link in the group chat. Also, I shared in WhatsApp as well.
Okay, sir.
See you tomorrow then, 8:45 a.m.
Sir,
Yeah.
can you add me in WhatsApp group?
Okay, send me your number in only to me privately
Sir?
in the group chat. Send me your phone number.
Okay, sir. Just a second.
Sir,
Yeah.
I need recordings of classes.
Okay, send me your email ID in the group chat. You send it to me.
Finish? Need email వస్తాయి.
నా ఈమెయిల్ రాదు
Sir?
సంధ్య వెంకటేష్ గారా
సంధ్యా
Sir, did
వెంకటేష్.
you receive the phone number?
Yeah.
Sir, I too need the recordings of physics class and of today's and yesterday's, sir.
Okay, sure. Send me your email ID.
Okay, sir.
gmail.com. Sir, I have sent it.
Okay. Okay. Whoever sent, I'll be adding to WhatsApp group and then I'll be sending email as well for recordings.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank